It was our winds late last night, early this morning that prevented the fog from really being an issue at all. I was showing you the visible satellite at the top of the newscast, and really it was very, very isolated. So the widespread fog was not a concern and probably won't be a concern tomorrow morning either, as it does look like the winds will stay pretty brisk. Still fairly strong outside right now. The questionable day may be Thursday. I was looking back at some of the computer models. They do start diminishing the winds maybe as soon as Thursday morning. If it does happen a little earlier, then maybe some fog could start forming on Thursday. I don't think it'll be a problem Wednesday morning. Thursday morning may be something to watch for. At the moment, we've been under kind of partly to mostly cloudy skies within this easterly or east-southeasterly wind, 20 miles an hour right now at Kenner. 82 degrees our current temperature. Dew points are higher. Plenty of moisture in the atmosphere. 85 was our high today, running well above the average, but unlike yesterday, not tying a record on this date, which is set back in 2001, morning lows are also running above average now. 70s and low 80s outside at the moment with high humidity. Our temperatures overnight tonight will not be getting very cool. 60s likely on both sides of the lake. We will stay breezy through Thursday morning, kind of questionable with the timing of when those winds start to subside, with above normal temperatures and more humid. But the fall chill, looking back at the computer models, in agreement of bringing that chilly weather in time for the trick-or-treaters. Does look like it may be late Monday, early Tuesday, so maybe kind of a transitional time period. But I think before folks are headed out to do trick-or-treating on Tuesday evening, we will already be in the cooler weather. First, though, the reason why we've had the stronger wind, we do have an upper ridge sitting over us, but this upper low, which has been getting a little closer to us, kind of, as I mentioned yesterday, squeezes the atmosphere in between, and it helps to really increase those winds. That will still be in place for tomorrow, but by Thursday, that upper low really starts to weaken and the upper high starts to settle a little bit more over us. That will likely be when those winds start to subside. Hopefully, they'll at least stay a bit breezy during the early morning hours of Thursday before they start coming down, and then that would probably prevent the fog from being an issue on Thursday. But during the day, Thursday and on into Friday and the weekend, that high kind of takes over and the winds will be settling down. Then as we get into early next week, here comes some strong upper troughs. This finally starts to bring in some fairly chilly temperatures just up to our north and some cool weather for us. That upper low is also going to bring in some much needed rainfall, but not here. The upper ridge will dominate our weather for the next 6 to 7 days, and that keeps us relatively dry. So a fairly active weather pattern in terms of rain just off to our west due to that upper troughing, but the ridging for us kind of takes over, and we're not going to see much in the way of rainfall. We were able to squeeze out within that southeasterly wind a few isolated showers here, most down the bayou and out toward Laplace. Maybe you got in a little light sprinkle across parts of Metairie and Kenner right near the lakefront earlier, but that has been about it. Now our model indicating, again, with that southeasterly wind staying up during the day tomorrow, perhaps we're able to squeeze out an isolated shower or two during the afternoon hours on Wednesday. Would not be much, generally about 10% rain coverage. So if you're hoping for maybe a little bit more rainfall, just doesn't look to be in the picture, even with our stronger cold front on the way for Halloween. That rain chance also pretty slim. So we stay warm and more humid. Next couple of days, I think the breeze will stay up high enough to prevent the fog from being an issue. Thursday, a question mark, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning, we'll probably look for the dense fog. Then by Monday, wind starting to pick up, a few spotty to scattered showers with the front, and then temperatures will drop throughout the day on Tuesday. Again, timing kind of still being fine-tuned at the moment, but right now it looks like we'll be chilly for trick-or-treaters on Tuesday evening.
The Pelican